Not a happy guy right now. 25-20. Huskies over the Beavers. 7:42 left. First half.
Should be off the chain down at Staples Center with all the talent of the young talent. I mean, the league just rife with tremendous freshmen, but also the sophomore class with the Lopez's and Ryan Andersons and players of that ability.
Well, you and I have both been around this conference for a long time, and I'm sure you would echo my thought. I've never seen a talent level be what it is.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a long time since so many good young players, so many freshmen were making impacts. James Harden down in Arizona, Arizona State, and O.J. Mayo, Kevin Love.
And there's even that, I don't even want to.
Ron Harden. As Abbott hit the shot that sent the game into overtime. Arizona State winds up winning it in double overtime. Chance it and put him back in, so he may pick up that third foul, which he probably will do with 7.5 minutes left in the half. But this is an Oregon State team that has played pretty much without him on the floor for most of this season anyway. Third foul, but if he does, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
And you know Washington's going to test him. There's Appleby open again. Couldn't quite get that one. Hampton snatches the rebound. Marcel Jones working on Pondexter. Jump hook, and he got it.
And then Seth Tarver, great delivery, very patient in their transition. Didn't force anything, waited for the opening to materialize.
There's Brockman. Yeah, travel.
Good defense. Good no call of a foul by the official on that play. A lot of contact from Calvin Hampton inside, but Calvin Hampton had established tremendous position. And at the other end, you see Seth Tarver, nice job clearing up the passing lane by taking one dribble toward the outside, toward the perimeter. The defense shifts, drops the pass off to Jones with the left hand. Jones does the rest.
What a confidence builder for Marcel Jones. I mean, this guy was scoreless, missed his first 3 shots today, and finally gets one to go. And he can pile up points in a hurry. We saw him earlier this year against Iowa State. I think he had 25.
Yeah, had a 35-point game last year. So I mean, he's got the potential to rack up some points. But again, Calvin Hampton has been a pleasant surprise for Oregon State this afternoon. Put the work in during the off, and you can see he's tripled his point production so far.
He has a very nice stroke at the line.
You look at the rotation on the ball, the form on the free throw release, it's all there. And the fact that I'm most impressed with is that you look at the body. I mean, last year there was 2 or 3 of them. This year he's down. They say down to 250, so carrying around about 270, 280 last year.
Now he's going to go out of the game. Schaftenauer will come back in. Schaftenauer not the post presence that Hampton is. He's really more of a guy who likes to hang around the perimeter. And then decommitted. Came up here. Stayed home.
Yep. Important to keep your homegrown talent at home.
Something that prior to Lorenzo Romar was difficult to do up here in Seattle. Little jump hook by Hampton won't go. Morris the rebound. Ahead to Brockman. Brockman couldn't quite get the ball out. There were a lot of both. We'll get you to the FSN Final Score studio after this. Jay John, on the other hand, played 11 players in the first half. 8 of them scored.
Yeah, and he's got some good production, especially from his big guy, Calvin Hampton. Now, his previous career high last year, 9 points against USC. He's got 10 already, and it's just halftime. So Calvin is on a serious roll, and a little self-flagellation there, pounding himself for each bucket.
Surprisingly good ball game, maybe more of a surprise, close ball game.
Yeah, it is indeed. And again, you look at the leading scorers, Calvin Hampton has got to be the biggest surprise of all. 10 points, previous career high, 9 points, 10 for Calvin. Big Hampton in the first half, he's got 10. And for his efforts, he gets the starting nod, as well he should, to start the second half.
You know, I thought he played pretty well on the defensive end also.
Yeah, he did. Used his body extremely well. That's the one play that I would have some issues with, when he went bit on the head fake at John Brockman in the paint. But other than that, I mean, I'm nitpicking. I mean, other than that, it was real solid defensive effort.
Well, Jay John kind of dancing with what brung him, and that is a lineup with Ricky Klatt, Omari Johnson, Josh Tarver, Seth Tarver, and Hampton. Nice save, but Overton gets it. 2-on-2, and Overton to back out now. Ryan Appleby, long 3. And a fight for the rebound. Brockman just has great hands down there.
Well, a fight between John Brockman and Amari Johnson, 6'7", 205. Brockman's going to win that every time.
TKO.
Yep.
Amari Johnson saves any further damage with a rebound.
And very interesting move by Jay John here in the second half. No Marcel Jones. Jones hit a couple of field goals late in the first half. He's the senior. He's their leading scorer from last season. But again, as you mentioned, he's going with the guys who were the most productive, showed the most positive energy, especially at the defensive end.
Ricky Klatt, the floater, a little short. And a follow try by Hampton, and a whistle blows.
That's great effort.
Yeah,
great effort. He gets pushed, but that's, you know, he got pushed because of that effort attacking the offensive glass. Tim Morris may have saved 2 points on the push of Calvin Hampton.
Got to get this in, and they finally do. And Tarver comes off the screen, can't get it to go. Brockman high for the rebound again. Here's Overton. Overton all the way off the window. No. Hampton a rebound. Quick outlet, Klatt. Now the Beavers can push it. Klatt over Appleby.
Nice.
Count it. And one.
I talked about this as possibly being a coming out party for C.J. Giles in our open. Well, Calvin Hampton is the guy with the coming out party. He gets the rebound, he gets the outlet, and then Ricky Klatt does a great job initiating the contact. Now, we were talking earlier, Barry, about Ricky Klatt, and then I'm looking at his numbers from the junior college he attended, and you know, they're very, very modest. Mineral Area Junior College, 8 points, 5 assists, but Kevin Mouton, their assistant coach, told me that, you know, he wins. He won in high school, won a state championship, lost 2 games in over a 2 or 3 year period in high school, and he does all the intangible things that help your ball club. So I thought that was an interesting approach.
Right, and in fact, he told us that he wants Ricky Klatt to look for a shot more, yeah. and he is doing that in this game.
Yeah. And I kind of joke with you, too. He was actually wearing specs. He had on some spectacles, had on some glasses.
That's right.
Hopefully he's got on the contact lenses.
Seth Tarver had a good look, couldn't get it to go. Brockman another rebound. And a nice play by Amari Johnson, just stepped in the way of that pass. A little bit of a lazy pass. Amari Johnson is bumped by Artem Wallace, no call. And a spin move by Amari Johnson was a brick off the window, though. Comes down in the hands of Tim Morris. Brockman ahead of everybody to the basket. Great control, and then he runs into the stanchion.
Poor move down in the post, and then he got into a home run trot. Coming back defensively, allowed John Brockman, as he did in the first half, just to outrun him on the floor. John Brockman did it against Sean Carter in the first half, this time against Amari Johnson, the 2 freshmen.
There's Klatt again, the high floater off the glass.
Have 3 points and 4 rebounds, so
it's a lot of numbers in 6 minutes.
A lot of numbers. In the 6 minutes he was on the floor, but now Marcel Jones back on the court. The rebounding is not going to be as strong, but your offense is definitely going to pick up.
Ryan Ammonen, nice move.
Boy, he looks good. He looks like the player that Lorenzo Romar told me about when they were recruiting him last summer in terms of just his potential. Now Washington into a 2-3 zone of their own to make Oregon State the worst shooting three-point shooting team in the Pac-10, knock down some outside jump shots.
Ryan Ammonen now 8 points, 5 boards. Good line for him.
And with Oregon State, I mean, you pretty much got to go with what you got. You don't really have a zone buster on the bench you could put into the game.
Johnson got in the air. Great job by Brian Ammonen again. There's Pondexter. Good job by Tarver to stop the ball, but there's the guy you don't want shooting beyond the arc, and he misses his second straight from beyond the arc, and Hampton pulls it down.
Calvin Hampton is coming to his own this evening. I mean, this afternoon. This should be a springboard game for him.
Well, they leave Tarver, but he can't convert. Brian Ammonen with another rebound. Pondexter comes across the paint, spins in, puts it up with the right hand, draws a foul.